What's up? This is Petey from SupplementReviews.com bringing you a video review. It's been far too long since my last one. Today we're going to be talking about Nubreed Nutriiton Undisputed. It's a pretty hot pre-workout. I've been meaning to review this for a while. I've actually gone through 2 containers of it. That's how far behind I am on this one. So to the good folks at Nubreed, I apologize there. Got behind some stuff. I'm working on a comprehensive final, working on it last class, you know. And that school grind. But hey, it's about over with, so congratulations to me, I know. Anyway, I can't wait for that to be over with. Life will slow down a little bit. Reviews will be coming a lot more quicker. But that's neither here nor there. Today we're here to talk about Nubreed Undisputed, the pre-workout powerhouse. Alright, so you check out the front of the container here. Shebang. I love their labeling. You know, that doesn't really mean a whole bunch. It's strictly for the aesthetic purposes here. But with that being said, looking at the front here, it has AgmaPure NCG, neurodrive stimulators, unraveled pumps, explosive gains, anticatabolic, and anabolic agonists. This one happens to be the sour apple candy flavor. I also had the peach mango. They're both pretty tasty, so we'll start with the taste and mixability. It mix is really good. I personally prefer the green apple over the peach one, or the orangish flavor. It's a citrus. It's pretty good. Regardless, I prefer that one over the green apple. Green apple stuff gets a little repetitive, gets a little sweet. However, you can't go wrong either way there, so good stuff. It mixes perfectly fine. So taste and mixability wise, it gets a 9 out of 10. Very simple. Does it exactly what it's supposed to be. It's a very pleasing flavor. It doesn't go over the top in terms of sweetness, and both flavors are good. With that being said, now, in terms of reading the back of this stuff, the white, tiny white lettering on the blue text can be a little bit tricky here. So let's talk about that ingredient profile. A serving size is 1 scoop. There's 40 scoops in a container here. So we're taking a look here. Start with the Vasodrive Accelerator. So arginine carglutamate, arginine pyroglutamate, L-arginine beta-alanine, AgmaPure, which is the big thing with the agmatine in it these days. I love having that in there. NCG, a little bit of citrulline carglutamate, and of course rounding out with ornithine and vanadyl sulfate. So it has an excellent vasodilation properties in it. I like how it is in there. The only thing, of course, I had a good discussion with these guys last time when I was talking about the Helix BCA. They don't disclose exactly how much agmatine is in it, nor individual ingredients, although each scoop is an 8-gram serving, so it's pretty hefty in terms of the serving size. In terms of the NuDrive complex in there, it's got glycine, caffeine, arcacia extract, hegenamine, Advantrazine, which is the bitter orange extract that's popping up in a lot of things these days, and coffee products, Alexian in there, Ultra-acacia, Reticulia, and of course a little bit of choline, A-alpha GPC. So in terms of the stimulant blend here, they don't go over the top in terms of stimulant, which is nice, so you're not going to be just freaking out from having a overdose in terms of what they did there, so that's kind of nice. It isn't going to put you over the top in terms of a buzz either, which is kind of nice, especially if you're taking other stuff. They have a bunch of good stuff to stack with this. They have tenacity, they have a few other thermogenics, so it's meant to be stacked with their other products to create a synergistic stack based on what you want to do, whether you want to do bulking, whether you want to do cutting. It's a very versatile pre-workout, and I like the ingredient profile as a whole. I don't see any gaps in it. They've thought it out. There's no creatine in it. For those of you that are looking for a creatine-free version of a pre, this would be a good choice there. So I highly recommend it if you're looking in terms of that. Plus, it's one of my favorite that I've got to try as of late. Like I said, I've used 2 tubs of it. I have no issue with it whatsoever. And, of course, the flavor makes it nice and pleasant to drink, especially when you got other stuff to drink with it. So with that being said, the ingredient profile for Undisputed, it gets very, very solid ratings with a 9.3 out of 10. In terms of effectiveness here, like I said, I'm a big stim junkie. I was using it with a few of their other products there. It makes a nice stack. Those reviews will be coming later. It doesn't put me over the top like a few other pre-workouts. There isn't the nootropics in it so much compared to some of the other products that I prefer these days. But that's okay. It was a nice step back for me in terms of some of the really heavy stimulant blends in terms of pre's that I've been using. You know, so it isn't going to put you on top of the buzz. It's nicer if you need to take it in later afternoon. It's not going to put you to the roof like a few other pre's do. So I like it for that aspect in there as well. But in terms of pumps, it's good. In terms of dry pumps, it's good. There's no bloating. You'll have a little bit of fullness, of course, from the agmatine. Blood flow is excellent as well. I respond really well to agmatine, so that's good. And overall, I was pleased with it. It isn't my favorite pre, but it's one of the best I've tried as of late. It's a solid rating of an 8.9 out of 10. Now, finally, last but not least, in terms of value, its price is like any other pre-workout on the market. The ingredients behind it are solid. Everything in the label is of the high-quality versions. That's good. I don't feel they left anything out. I don't feel they cut any corners. You're going to sweat buckets with the Advancer Z. There's a few others out there that I'm going to be reviewing that are just what I call a hot pre-workout where you sweat buckets. This is not the case. You do have that increased core temperature, which is an emphasis for assisting warm-up, and of course thermoregulation, so you will like that with this. But anyway, with value, it's priced very well. 40 servings, you won't need to go more than a scoop. I rocked a scoop and a half on numerous occasions. It's not as much necessary, and it can almost be a little bit too much, too, in terms of uncomfortable, too much bitter orange extract. But for me, I liked it. I feel the value is good. The ingredients are top-notch, with the top-notch stuff such as the Advancer Z, not as a generic bitter orange, as well as the Agmapure instead of regular agmatine sulfate. So in terms of the quality for ingredients and what you get paid for, the price range is good. It's on point. And of course, they don't cut corners. So for me, the value with this, it gets a solid rating. It's a 9 out of 10. Alright? So overall, this is a very solid product, a very quick review here over an up-and-coming pre-workout from an up-and-coming company. They've been on the rise ever since the Olympia. They had a pretty good-sized booth there, had a good conversation with the crew there, and they're doing even bigger things this year. So keep an eye out for these guys. Try out their products. Their Helix BCA is one of the top BCA or intra-workout products on the market right now, in my opinion. With the Hika and the Agmatine in it. So I'm excited to see what direction they come out with next. And of course, if you're a flavor junkie, most of their products, especially the Helix BCA, have some very unique stuff. And hell, even for like flavor mix-up alone, they're worth looking into. So they're a good product. You know, they have a good stuff. The Undisputed is no different. I'm probably going to go away from it for a while. You know, I need to mix it up. I got a bunch of other stuff I have to review. Got a little bit behind, but regardless, I have no complaints over this stuff. It's very solid. It's going to get a solid 9.1 out of 10 from me. Alright, guys? So, with that being said, this is Petey from SupplementReviews.com. I'm coming to you the heart of Cornhusker country in Nebraska, reviewing Undisputed from Nubreed Nutriiton. Alright, everybody. Check out our Facebook page, like us on Instagram, follow Twitter, good old stuff, and of course, make sure to subscribe to YouTube for all the good stuff coming from Petey here, in my ever-evolving, I guess, avenue for I'm recording videos. My living room is being rearranged right now. It's a mess, and I'm having some issues with the camcorder on my laptop. So anyway, keep an eye out for what we got coming, and thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good one.